Does Numbers chapter 31 verse 18 command men to have sexual relation with children? Let us talk about it. Well, the clear answer is no. And in this video, we're going to establish two things. First is, those people were not children. Second, those people were not divided for sexual relation. Now, one thing you should know is most translation that you will read of Numbers chapter 31 verse 18 will tell you young girls. For example, this is the ESV. It says, "But all the young girls who have not known a man by lying with him, keep for yourself." And the NLT and IV will tell you the same. That is why we're going to the Hebrew to know if it actually says young girls there. But before we go to the Hebrew, let us analyze things here. Verse 17 says, "Now therefore unalive every man among the little ones, and unalive every woman who has known a man by lying with him." So before verse 17, we have two set of people who are alive, the adult and the children. Out of the adults, we have only women, but there is two types of women. Ones that have known a man that are no longer virgins, and others that have never known a man. So those are the two types of women that are kept alive. And out of the children, we have two types of children as well that are kept alive, the male and the female. Now, after verse 17, out of the children, the male were unalive, leaving only the female children. And out of the women, the ones who have known a man were unalive, leaving only the virgin who has never known a man. By the way, the definition of a woman is an adult female. So with that being said, we have two set of people still, but only one set from each side. Out of the children, we only have the girls. And out of the women, we only have the ones who have never known a man. So now the question becomes, out of these two set of people, which one of them did Moses command the people to keep for themselves? Let us go to the Hebrew now. The Hebrew from Bible Hub. It gives word for word translation from Hebrew. And according to Bible Hub's translation, since we have two set of people who are kept alive, the girls among the children and the women who have never known a man among the adults. So now verse 18 says in Bible Hub's translation, "But all the young women who not have known a man intimately keep for yourself." So which means Numbers chapter 31 verse 18 will not include the girls, because it is only the women that they should keep for themselves. The word people misunderstand mostly, or people sometimes get deceptive at, is the word hataf. It is true that the word hataf can mean children or child, but the word hataf can also mean young, young of anything, of any kind. So when the word hataf is accompanied by the word banashim, which means woman, then it will become young woman. And we all know a woman is an adult female. So when it says, "Keep the young women who have not known a man by lying with them intimately," it's talking about the adult, not the children. Now, on the last point, to prove that these were not children, they were actually adults, we are reading verse 35. It says, "And the persons of women," see now they didn't use the word young, because the word young was used, the word hataf, which means young, was used to distinguish between the two set of women, ones that have known a man, which are the older women, and ones that have not yet known a man, which are the younger women. So the word hataf was used in the earlier verse to distinguish between the two type of women. So now that the other types are already gone, the ones that have known a man, since we only have one, then we'll just call them women. That is what verse 35 is doing. "And the persons of women who not known by lying with a man, in all the persons 230,000. These are the set of people that they should divide among themselves. Well, now we are proving that those people that we have shared was not for sexual relation. That will even be fornication or adultery. The people that we are attack and all, we are causing the Israelites to fornicate. And that is why God sent plagues. If you read verse 15 says, Moses says to them, have you let all the women to live? Behold, these, on Balaam's advice, caused the people of Israel to act treacherously against the Lord in the incident of Peor. And so the plagues came among the congregation of the Lord. So you see, in context, it's about those people causing the Israelites to commit fornication and all. And that is why God even sent plagues on the Israel people as well and all. So that is the context behind this. It cannot be for sexual relation because that would be fornication. That's just one of the reasons. Okay, in verse 42, in the earlier verse, firstly, God commanded Moses to share everything into half, like from the people, half cattle, half. And half will go to the warriors, the people, the fighters, the soldiers. And the other half will go to the congregation of people. So from the congregation of people, now 42 says, from the people of Israel's half, which Moses separated from that of the men who had served in the army. Now the congregation's half was 337,500 sheep, 36,000 cattle, and 30,000 donkeys, and 16,000 persons, now the people. It continues to say, from the people of Israel's half, Moses took one of every 50, both of persons and of beasts, and gave them to the Levites who kept guard over the tabernacle of the Lord as the Lord commanded. So a proof that this is not for sexual relation is actually for servant. The Lord commanded Moses that out of every 50, firstly, the people were divided into two, half for the shoulders and the other half for the congregation, the other people of Israel. And out of the half for the congregation, out of every 50 from that half, the Lord will have one. So out of every 50, the Lord will have one, which Moses should give to the tribe of Levi, because they are the one who guide the tabernacle of the Lord. So the female who have not known a man that are given to them will be a servant to serve in the temple and all. So they will serve in the temple. So that's just one thing. Another thing is, verse 42 says, from the people of Israel's half, which Moses separated from that of the men who had served in the army. Now the congregation's half was 337 sheep. So the congregation, which is the rest of the people of Israel, also had a share on those women who have not known a man before. No. Meaning, if you are a woman, you will have a share. If you are a man, you will have a share. So how can it be for sexual relation if those people are shared among everybody? It will not make sense. The only sensible explanation would be that those people that are shared are for servants, like to serve, especially in the temple, the ones that are given to the Levite, and the ones that are given to the congregation. Those people will be a servant to whoever they are given to.